For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. Today, 2 teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinals taking on the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wildcats offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10.
Get set. Reload. Check. Roll it.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Costa. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Fires downfield. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Arizona will try to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Number 3.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator strips his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Stanford's offense will go to work for the first time. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on third. Gets it out fast. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Here comes the option. Quick toss. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He finds his man. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but... and 1. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned.
Okay, ready?
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down.
In blue. In blue.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense starting to impose its dominance. 13th play of the drive coming. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical. It brings up a fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That makes the score Arizona 7, Stanford 3.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Brings up 2nd down.
On the ready.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Here we go.
After run, now throw. That's reeled in. It's Foster. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's an Arizona.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Stanford, 3.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break.
Check, check. Unlock.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loss of 3. Third down coming up.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. On target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Laporta. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Bettis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
They'll run it to the right side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
He's back to throw on second down. Finds his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Now on the move. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's ball. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Grab behind the line. It's Wicks. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He's right on target. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Coming after him. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. They're trying to get to it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Arizona runs out the punt team. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that done. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Arizona will kick off to get the 2nd half underway. Looking for blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Tackle is made after the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll go to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The option look. Now the toss. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. It's complete to the left. Tackled immediately after the catch.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, going up top. He makes the connection. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bettis. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Quarterback empties his backfield. This is a designed run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Bettis.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can...
Touchdown, Cardinal! They take the lead with the 6. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback But those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Syracuse. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. Discards a man. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires and picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The run to the left. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got his man. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Try to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Stanford! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 25.
They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Arizona 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The play action fake. Quarterback extends the play. And he's still running after the move. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the draw. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's ball. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Fires to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Stanford.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On the option. Now the toss. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving with my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback will audible. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll throw it on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, running back gets to give. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to the...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. These corners going to give them some space. Got his man all by himself. Oh, look out, there he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone.
This is fucking manipulation. This is the fuck I be talking about. Game manipulation. This right here. Like, who in real life would fucking do this?
Arizona.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense.
Off he goes. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
To advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Roach. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
And this
And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Ball's incomplete. Brings up second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to fire on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
You know, as this game goes on tonight, guys, this guy has to do a better job making quick decisions. You got to work through your progression. If it's not open, throw it away or run. He took way too much time there.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.